New year, new you. New year, new you. New year, same you. New year, same you. Pretty much. The new year, but it's the same you. I mean, come on. We are not new to this. We're not new to this. Our intentions are good. Yes, we think of a new year, the top of the year, January. We're going to make all of these changes, but we know how it usually goes. For the most part, nothing is going to change. Nothing at all. Nothing changes that much unless we really want a change. 2020 definitely gave us a time to reflect on our lives. It gave us vision. It forced us to look at relationships, our friendships, the strengths of some of those relationships, the weaknesses of some of those relationships. And for those of us that are dramatic, we really know, like, oh my goodness, he's not messing with me no more. She's not messing with me no more. Over the top about it. But the bottom line is 2020 gave us the opportunity to reflect, to make changes, to work out more, to work on business plans, to work on self-development and self-care. Do all of these do-it-yourself projects at home, writing in journals, journaling. We've really gotten to get to know the core of the essence of who we are. This year has been a lot, from just being quarantined, if you're a parent, having the kids at home, working from home, trying to teach them at home. If you have a significant other, you're dealing with them too. If you have pets, you got to grocery shop, you got to cook, you have deadlines at your job, you have to help them with their schoolwork, the connectivity, it was a lot. And to top it off, continual police brutality.
Yeah, we know.
We had the marches.
Think about it.
We had the elections, and all of the political
let's just make it, just
on whatever
make it
station you chose to watch. The political ads on television, everything that filled up our mailboxes every day. And I live in Georgia, so
we get it. We get it.
It hasn't stopped. For many of you, the commercials, it hasn't stopped here. And our mailboxes every day is filled with advertisements about this runoff. So it's definitely been a lot this year. So let's talk about some tips and some things that we can do for 2021. Now, it's definitely not like, it's not like, snap, oh, I'm making this change today. Oops, snap. I mean, it could be. Maybe it worked out for you one of those years. But I look back at even my 7th grade journals. Yeah, I still kept some of those. I'll look back at it, and some things I held on to, but other things just rather ambitious. It's kind of like when you say, I'm going to go on a diet. And when you say I'm going to start Monday on my diet, we know how that usually turns out. Just make those small little tweaks. I call them tweaks. The tweaks eventually will become changes. But sometimes when we put these big goals out there, for some of us, it's just a little bit too much and it's unrealistic. Let's just talk about little tweaks that we may want to implement for the upcoming year. I know many of you may do this already, but set notifications for everything. I set notifications, track my meals, stretch, bedtime. It's like, and then my watch reminds me as well. Setting those notifications will really keep you on track, especially about your bills too. Like a couple of days before a bill is due. Some of you guys do automatic everything. Sometimes I don't want everybody going automatically in my account, but I set reminders for everything. Like taking out all my vitamins, how much water am I drinking? Just reminders. Sometimes they're irritating, but at least they're keeping me in the know because we live very busy lives. So that's something, a little tweak to add for 2021. Let me see what else. Technology is a really wonderful thing. Zoom, FaceTime, connecting with friends and family, and just laughing. One of my best friends, we meet every week and we just catch up. And it's just so, even though we share memes and anything we see off Instagram all day, we still need to, talk. That's just what friends do. You talk, you laugh, and just seeing a person, the mannerisms, and when we tell our stories, we're both so animated and we just jump off different subjects all the time. But it's just so good to be able to see my friend, we just laugh and everything. I need to do that with more friends if they wasn't acting so funny, and some family members too. So that's something you may want to, I'm sure you've been doing that this year, but if not, it's just something you want to kind of continue, especially as our lives, the vaccinations are here and everything's going to get back to normal. Well, it's kind of like that here in Atlanta, but shade, but that's something fun to do as well. I'm looking at my stack of books over here that I need to read, and I always say, I'm going to read more. I'm going to read. I love to read. I just become so accustomed, like so many people, just looking on my phone, reading, news stories, on my phone. But there's nothing like a smell of a book, the feel of paper, the feel of that paper, the smell. I love books. So that's something, even though I have a lot to catch up on. I definitely have a lot to catch up on. The last thing to do for 2021, the last tweak idea that I have is to talk in the present tense about what you're doing and working on. I've often said this, and too often we do this, is look back. We're reminded, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, look what you were doing 2 years ago. Look at what you were doing 3 years ago. And it's always looking back. Well, let's talk in the present. I'm working on getting these abs down. I'm getting 8 hours of sleep in. Whatever it is, speak in the present tense. So I hope these little tweaks help. Do you have any ideas, any tweaks that you would like to do this upcoming year? Sometimes when we hear like resolutions and all we do is we're setting ourselves up to fail. And I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to keep it real. So I hope you like this video. Please like it. Please subscribe. Please pass it on to your friends. And I wish you a happy holiday. Wash your hands. Hug your loved ones. Take pictures. Create memories. Love, Starlet.